Hi folks, my name is Mr. Kuchak and I am your art teacher. Before we begin, let me go over our class rules. We have 3 rules at Elk Lake. Be ready, be responsible, be respectful. We are ready in the art room when we come in, sit in our assigned seats, and get quiet so that we can learn about art. We are responsible in the art room when we follow directions and take care of our supplies, and we clean up any of our messes. We are respectful when we use kind words like please and thank you, and when we value other students' artwork. Supplies you will need for today's lesson. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Hi folks, today we are going to be working with 1-point perspective. So what we're going to need is a ruler, pencil, a piece of paper, and some tape. Now I have a big piece of paper here. In class we're going to use a bigger piece of paper. If you only have like smaller copy paper, if you want to tape 2 together, that would work. This paper is about 12 by 18, so 12 here, 18 here. Now what I do want to do with all my papers is I want to slide it down to the bottom of the table so it's nice and straight, and I just put a little bit of tape over the edges. This way when I'm drawing it doesn't slide up on me and I don't have any issues with the paper curling or anything like that. Now the first thing that we want to do is we want to put in our eye level line. Our eye level line is going to be 6 inches from the top of the paper. So this is the top of my paper and I'm going to measure down 6 inches. I'm not putting the ruler this way because I'm not going to get an accurate measurement. So what I do is I put my ruler at the top so that it's coming down towards me. And I can even look at the ruler and say, okay, this paper is 12 inches long. So at about 6 inches, 4, 5, 6, let me just double check my example. Actually, at about 4 inches, so it's a little bit higher. So we're going to measure down 2, and we should make a little mark there, and then we're going to come down to 4 and make a little mark. So we're going to make a mark at 2 and 4 on the side of our paper. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our ruler, put it over on the side again, make sure it's coming down towards you, come down to 2, come down to 4, and that way we can make those marks there. The next thing we want to do is we want to make these lines. So we are going to take and draw a line across, and we are going to draw a line across all the way. This way we kind of have that equal sign going across our paper. Now this bottom one, this is our eye level line. Now I'm going to label it ELL so I remember what it is. You do not have to do that. If it helps you, please go ahead and do that though. Once again, you're going to be drawing in pencil so that you can do some erasing. I'm not going to be able to erase anything with the Sharpie, but at least you can see what I'm doing. Now the next thing that I'm going to do on my eye level line is I am going to be able to put in my vanishing point. My vanishing point is going to be right in the middle of my paper. So my paper is 18 inches long, half of 18 is 9. And I'm going to do my vanishing point right there so that I can see where that is. Once I have my vanishing point, I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to slide it all the way down to the bottom so that it's even with the paper. So vanishing point at 9, slide your ruler all the way down. What I need you to do is find the number 4, put your pencil at the number 4, and go all the way down to 18. So you slide all the way down to the edge of your paper. So that's at 4 inches. Once again, put your pencil at 4, slide all the way down. Now we have a little trick with the ruler, is that number 4 that we used, we need to make that up. So we are going to put our 4 so that it's even at that little spot we did, and we're going to go over the top of the ruler, and we're going to come all the way down. So that it's kind of like a big Z all the way across our paper. Once again, that was just at 4 inches. So I know that's a lot of 4s. So there was pencil at 4 all the way down, 4 in the corner, up and over. Now, there's no measuring involved here. all we have to do is connect this over so that it goes off the paper. Big Z. The next thing we want to do, we're going to put our ruler in this little corner, and 1 and 17 are right across from each other. So I'm going to just go down the edge of the ruler to 17, and I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to take my ruler over into there so that I have a little square in there. That's a 1-inch square. Once again, the easiest way to do it is just put your ruler in there, come down 1 inch, and then just draw it across. Now, the next part, I don't have a measurement for this. All I can tell you is that we want it to be thinner than a pencil, or even a pencil width. So when we do this next part, we don't want it way up here. We just want a small little width there. So what I do is I take my ruler and I just slide it up a tiny little bit, and then I stop. It does not have to be very big. Now this one is going to come out to, let's come out to 5 inches. So with my ruler on the side, I'm going to put my pencil here, and I draw right out to 5, and I stop. This way I'm a little bit past that corner, and you can see I just have a little bit of a space there. Not a big space. Now, the next part, we do not need our rulers for this. This is going to be a freehand. We're going to do a smile that goes all the way up. The whole trick is avoid the vanishing point. We have to do some more drawing, and it's going to get close to there. So I try to come out over here someplace when I draw this. So I take my pencil, I'm going to do a big smile, and I'm going to go way up, all the way up to the top of the paper. So smile and up. So you go up, and then it's got to come down. So we come down, once again, no measuring involved here, and smile. That way you have it going up and off the paper. Next. Next, we are going to put our ruler on the corner here, and we're going to aim it towards our vanishing point. Now you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 inches until I hit my vanishing point. You might be a little bit lower, you might be a little bit quicker. What we want to do is a 3-inch line. So we put our pencil here and we go 1, 2, 3, and stop. So stop at 3. So 1, 2, 3, and it's aiming right towards my vanishing point. And that's great, because now we can do the next part. Slide your ruler up nice and straight, or start here and slide it down until it hits, and you draw back to the edge of the paper. This way we have the top, and now we can start doing the sides. Once again, this is no ruler involved. We are just going to take, and we are going to smile and up, and smile over. We only have a couple more things that need to go to our vanishing point. So one of them is this box. Now the neat thing about vanishing points is you can either go to them or you can go away from them. So I'm just going to set my vanishing point up there. I'm going to touch my corner, and I'm going to draw away. So I'm just drawing away. This way we have a little bit of a space underneath there. And you can kind of tell now that we're doing a really big skate park. So let me show you an example of what it's going to look like. So this is what it's going to look like when it's all colored in. So what we did right now is we did this little space back here where you can add some stuff underneath there. We already have our spot in for our fence. We have our skate park in there. We just need kind of the rails that are going in there. So to do that, you have to think of this as the hands of a clock. We're going to draw our boards, and no matter what, our ruler is going to be pointing towards that vanishing point. So everything goes towards that vanishing point, even over here. So when we're way over here, it's going to look a little weird, but that's the way it would look if we were drawing it out for real from what you were looking at. So I'm going to keep my ruler right here on my vanishing point. I'm going to slide down a little bit. I'm going to draw a line. Notice we saved ourselves a lot of erasing by drawing both sides of the vanishing point, or of the skate park first, and then drawing these in. Otherwise, you would be going all the way back to your vanishing point and then doing a whole lot of erasing. Now, something neat is going to happen here. When you get up to here, you can see your line's already drawn. And then we're going to go up a little bit more, and as you go up, it's going to get steeper and steeper because they have to aim at your vanishing point. So all of these are going right back to that vanishing point. The next thing we need to do is this side. So you just get started over here, and once you got some room, you put them in, and then you put another one in. And once again, I'm aiming at my vanishing point. And that way they are all going to my vanishing point. Let's see if I can sneak one more in there. One there. That way I have the sides in too. The only other thing that you really want to use for your ruler might be for your fence. This would be the sky, and then you could do some other stuff underneath here. Some people like to put a grind rail up here. If you want to do a grind rail, do a circle, and then do a C. Circle C, connect, connect. Whoops, that one got a little bumpy. There we go. And then you can have a grind rail there. If you wanted something like doors back here or like a first aid, all you would have to do is straight line, straight line. It could even be like a rental place where you can rent a skateboard for the skate park, and then you have a little area where you can rent stuff out. If you wanted to do something like fencing, well, there's a lot of different types of fence. One type of fence that you could do is chain link fence. So you would just keep your ruler moving at a diagonal, and then once you get so far, all you have to do is go back the other way. And the chain link, since it's woven, this will give you the kind of that woven pattern with it, so that you can have that all the way through. If you wanted to do something like, you know, barbed wire on the top, just do some curls and then maybe do some little X's on there so it looks like it's pokey. If you wanted to do more like a plywood wall, where you wanted to do some like graffiti letters and that kind of stuff on there, you just draw some straight lines, maybe do some nails or screw holes in there so that it looks like it is put on, and then you could add stuff to it. If you wanted to do like a picket fence, what I would do is just do the letter A and then take your ruler and have it come down. So there's many different ways that you can do that through there. If you wanted to do a hole in there, you know, do like a little blobby hole and then just go around it again, so then it looks like somebody put a hole or something in there too. So that is our skate park. Once you get that done, you can go ahead and start coloring it in. You can add details. If you're in class, you can start using your packets, which have skateboarders and that kind of stuff in there too. So good luck with your drawing. Can't wait to see what you make. Have a great day, everybody.